Hey everybody, Rachel here from Rachthestamper.com, and today I'm going to share a really fast thank you card. I'm actually making these for my other business. I also am a 31 person. So basically what I do is I sell 31, and same with Stampin' Up. I always send out a thank you card. So I have a couple of people that I'm sending some thank you gifts to. So I have some cool chains. These are key chains. You can kind of hook them together. They go on your purse. 31 also does sell these, which I think are really neat. And then they sell these really fun nail files. They're all, sometimes they have ones that are shaped, but I try to send out something like that just because I think it's different than your average thank you thing. So we're making very simple thank yous. So these are using the 3 papers that are in, oh my goodness, what is this called? Totally forgetting. They're called the Noble Peacock Specialty Designer Series paper. So it comes in 3 colors. It's Old Olive, Bermuda Bay, and Blueberry Bushel. Goodness, I can't believe I almost forgot the name of that. But anyway, these come in full 12 by 12 sheets, and sometimes I'll cut them down or I'll have little pieces left over, and I had a bunch of pieces that were kind of 2 by 4, and I thought, what can I make out of them? So I decided to make these into my thank you cards. So I did already assemble one. I've kind of got one halfway done, and I actually, believe it or not, originally the way I wanted these to go was across, but I changed them just to kind of change up the shape a little bit. Very simple, just uses a layering piece of Whisper White, and then I use 2 components from the stitched nested dies. So that's here. So these are, and I'll show you, these come in here. The cool part is they do cut inside and outside, so you can cut both, but this is the 1, 2, 3rd, and 4th smallest of the nested dies. So they're really cute. And it also has another one that'll just give you a little design if you're looking for something. These are great dies to have. These actually go along with the Bird Ballad bundle. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. And then I also decided just to pull out the nice thank you, and that's in the Peaceful Moment stamp set. This is actually in the 2020 Mini Spring Occasions catalog. This goes along with some beautiful poppy dies. So this one, I just kind of sticking with tone on tone. I brought a pop of white and a pop of black just to do a little contrast. So I have, this is one made, so this is the Bermuda Bay. Then I have 1 in Old Olive, and then I did 2 with Blueberry Bushel. So this one I already kind of went ahead and assembled, and I did do a little cutting just so you wouldn't have to suffer through the cutting. So I have 3 of the, these are the 3rd smallest. They're cut in Whisper White, the stitched shape. And then I have 3 of the next size up, which would be the 4th smallest in Basic Black. Okay, so there are those. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to stamp our thank you, and then we're going to assemble our cards, and I will tell you all the measurements before we get going. So we'll do our 1 in Old Olive first, and I have my thank you already mounted on a block to make this nice and simple. Make sure that's inked up nicely. I'm just going to align that in the center. All right, so that's 1. I'm just going to clean this off, put that on the side to dry, because Lord knows the way my day is going, I would smudge it. And then I have 2 to do in the Blueberry Bushel. I absolutely love this color. It's so fun. All right, there's 1. Little crooked, but that's okay. And 2. Okay, so we're all done with the ink. Now you could always jazz these up a little bit with some rhinestones or something else if you like, but I think they're really nice just the way they are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add them on. I'm just making sure that I have my holes poking the proper direction. Yes. So I'm going to add these to the nested. You could even make something, if you did a little different colors, you could layer these together on a card to be really pretty. I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue. And this layer, I actually did, this one I feel like I have the backward side. Yep, wouldn't you know it. That's all right, I'll just wipe this off. And I'm going to kind of put that so it's not too flat. We'll use this one first. So which one is already ready? The blue. So I'm just going to put this on here gently. Luckily, the glue does dry clear, so if you get any little smudges anywhere they shouldn't be, just going to layer those on. But I have filmed a few videos today, and when I say a few videos, I filmed the same video, I am truly not exaggerating, 5 times, because I kept having issues with cutting. And we're going to keep this one that way we don't rip it. So I'm going to flip that over. With cutting, with measurements, with filming. Whew, I had some doozies today. That's all I'm going to say. So I actually went downstairs and took a break because I thought maybe I just needed to step away. So I'm hoping this will stay filming because we have also been having majorly high winds today. I'm just going to add some dimensional pieces back here. So I thought, my luck, I'll start filming this and the power will go out. But you never know. It's still early. Could go out. So basically what I did was with this one, I already adhered the panel here, and I'm just going to add the sentiment on. It doesn't have to be centered, so you can kind of move it around if you want. So there's that one. So maybe for the other ones, we'll change the orientation around a little bit. So essentially I have a 2x4 piece of the paper. I'm going to add a little adhesive to the back of it. And I'm adding this to a 2 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of Whisper White. Just layering that on there. Just keeping this finger dry so the glue will dry and won't get stuck to anything. And then we're going to add this on here. So originally I was actually going to add it across this way. So we could do that for this one. We'll change this one up. Put a little bit of glue there. And we'll just put this one is going to fit edge to edge. So just like that, kind of in the center. Okay, and then this one, we could either put this in the center, we could put it down here. But I think I'm going to pop it in the center, just to do a little bit different. So again, I'm just using up some of my edge pieces here from my dimensionals. Okay, oops. That one disconnected. And then we'll pop this one in the center. So it just goes to show you, you can do the exact same measurements for a card, but change them up and they will look 100% different. So we're going to do the last card here. So great way to use up your scraps, and you could do this with any DSP, but it's kind of nice when you have these pieces that are just left over. You can just pick something that's in the same color family. And it helps you to use up all those little pieces that you might otherwise not really know, what the heck am I going to make out of this little thing? Oops, so just in case you have some little scraps left. And I'm just going to do one more vertically since we don't have a green vertical card. And hopefully I stuck this one, yeah. So the opening's at the bottom. Okay. And let me just grab a few more of these little dimensional edges. Add these on, and then you can always add something to the inside. Now, since I am mailing out nail files and keychains, obviously these aren't going to go into a regular envelope. So you could also add a little something to kind of jazz up your envelope if you wanted to. Move that just a little bit over so the point doesn't go over the edge. But really simple, nice colors. Great with the tone on tone. Again, you can change the orientation so they go to the side. That way they'll line up together. So a really simple and fun way to make some thank you cards. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can always send me an email at rachthestamper@gmail.com. But I will post all the measurements for these cards. Again, they were very simple. Basically just went up 2 by 4 and then they went up 1/4 inch on each side, 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then we just used the nice stitch nested label dies. Thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.